Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is Roy and this is Business Connect. On this channel, we do videos on business development, social motivation, and I also share entrepreneurship videos. And I share my vlogs and my experience here in China. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the reasons why international students get deported from China. If you're an international student in China, you've heard several news about students being deported every now and then. But what is it that these students do that they are being deported? If this is your first time landing on this channel, consider subscribing. And if you're our regular subscriber, we say thank you so much for trusting us and for being our subscriber. Without wasting much of your time, we're going to dive straight into the reasons why international students get deported from China. And the first reason why international students get deported from China is illegal working. It's no news for you to know that international students are not allowed to work, to have a gainful employment in China while they are still on their student visa. So if you are caught by the police doing any kind of job, paid job, you will be deported. So this is the first and most common reasons why students get deported from China. The second reason why students get deported from China is when they are involved in any drug deals. If you are caught by the police involved in anything that's related to drugs, there is no second chance. You will be deported. China is one of the countries that have zero tolerance when it comes to drugs. What kind of drugs? Cocaine, marijuana, I don't know the other names, but these are the main drugs that once students are caught consuming or selling or in possession of these drugs, they are deported. Some of them even face jail terms and huge fines before being deported. So if you're a student in China or if you're a student hoping to study someday in China, know that it is a country with zero tolerance when it comes to drugs. So sometimes they will even crack down on bars, nightclubs, and do a random testing. And if you are found in your blood that you have any traces of what kind of drugs, you will be deported. The third reason why students get deported from China, this is a recent rule, and this rule was put in place due to the COVID-19 pandemic. If you're a student and you break COVID-19 rules, you're likely to be deported depending on the magnitude of what you do, like maybe concealing your travel history, because in most universities students are supposed to provide their travel history every now and then. And if you travel to a place where it's considered a high risk zone and you return and you don't exactly tell your teachers where you went to, and if you are caught, you will be deported immediately. So concealing your identity or breaking any COVID-19 rules without wearing masks or doing anything that is considered a threat to others' lives in China as an international student, you will be deported. The fourth reason why international students get deported from China is when they stay away from classes over a very long, a considered long period of time. If you're in China on a student visa, you're supposed to be attending your classes regularly. If you're not going for classes, you have to give a reason why you're not taking your classes. And if your teachers can't find you in class for over a long period of time, they will immediately consider that you're out of the city doing illegal things. They will report you to the immigration and you will be tracked down and deported immediately. So if you're a student in China, try and make sure to attend your classes constantly and regularly. And if for one reason or the other, you can't go to class, you need to let your teachers know and know your whereabouts. Because if they consider that you're not attending classes because you're out of the city or you're doing illegal jobs somewhere, even if you're not caught doing these jobs, they will just consider that because you're not coming for classes, it means you're out of the city doing illegal things. They will immediately report you to the police. You will be tracked down and deported. The fifth reason why an international student might likely be deported from China is racism, especially towards natives and on social media. If you're someone who is considered racist in either your speech or what you say on social media, especially towards Chinese people, if it's considered a grief to someone or to the government or to an institution. Any racist statement or any racist allegation against you as an international student, it's a very high risk that you will be deported. The third reason why an international student can be deported from China is improper behavior, especially when it's related to fighting, excessive drinking, drunkenness, and violence towards natives, towards Chinese people. If you are caught by the police or if you are reported to the police that you are being violent, fighting, hurting, insulting Chinese people after being drunk or influenced by drug or something, you will be taken to the police, and after their investigation and their judgment, you will be deported immediately. You will lose your student visa and you will immediately be deported. Another reason or another factor that can lead to you being deported from China as an international student is if you break cyber security law or national law. These laws are so many of them, so sometimes you might not even know if this is what can lead to you being deported. But some of them, for example, we know that in China using a VPN is illegal, although people still use it. But it depends. Sometimes the people will say it depends on what you're using it for. If it's for educational purposes and if it's a registered VPN or maybe from a registered organization, maybe from the school or something, they consider you're using it for educational purposes and so on. But if you're using your VPN for any illegal or anything that can compromise the national security of China, you're being deported immediately if you're caught. You will be fined a huge amount of money, you will be jailed, and after that you will be deported. So if you're coming to China, know that using a VPN is illegal, and even if you have to use it, it should be for educational purposes and not for anything that can compromise the national security of the country. Another thing that can also lead to you being deported immediately from China is, as an international student, you're driving while under the influence of alcohol, or you're driving without a license. Anything related to this can lead to you being deported. To drive in China, you need to have a valid Chinese driver's license, and you don't have to drive under the influence of alcohol even if you have your license. So in China, as an international student, if you must drive or if you have a car and you're driving, make sure you have a valid driver's license and don't drive under the influence of alcohol. And the last but not the least, the ninth thing that can lead to you being deported from China as an international student is stealing or cheating. Stealing is something that Chinese people don't compromise with, especially sometimes it depends on the value of what you steal, or maybe the magnitude of the grievance that you've caused by stealing. Sometimes you might be judged and given maybe a second chance or a third chance, I don't know, depending on the amount or the number of times you're caught doing. So if you're caught stealing, you will be taken to the police station, and depending on their judgment, you will be given a fine and sometimes a jail term, and immediately after that, you will be deported. So thank you for watching this video up to this end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, if you have anything related to what I've just said on the video, and if you want your voice to be heard, let us know in the comment section below. And if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please do us the favor. Hit that subscription bell, hit that subscription button, and be part of the family. Until now, peace out, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.